Okay, we're going to call this meeting to order. It's 6:30. Welcome everybody to this joint meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have any additions to the agenda? Other than, you want to Tyler Hill?
Yes.
Tyler Hill.
One? Yeah.
Do you have a motion to add that?
Second.
All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Wendy?
Aye.
Donnie?
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We have no remarks. Open public comment for items not on the agenda. Not seeing any. Town admin report. You are up, madam.
Okay. Kitchen rehab and Elmhurst room cabinets that have been ordered are in, and they should be coming to the town hall in the next week or so. Contractor still has them on his schedule to install them in January. Wyndham County Sheriff Department Animal Control Officer annual meeting was on Monday the 21st. I attended that. It was very brief. The 9 towns that are participating in that pilot program all were just checking in to make sure everything was going well. And I was given the data from the last year, from all the calls, and I think I passed that along to everybody who gave you guys the report. So I thought that was interesting. It was a very brief meeting, but informative. Emergency management generator. This project has had 2 delays. 2 weeks ago, we had a delay from FEMA and the state, and we needed the approval to move forward with the installation. We intended to bury the tanks, but then we would have had to have had an environmental and archaeological survey, which would have taken months. So we opted to keep it above ground. So we're going to have 2 LP gas tanks on 1 pad. So everything's going well, but the switch, I think the electricians had a little delay. It should be here midweek next week, and then we should have the generator on the pad and install complete hopefully by the end of next week.
Excellent.
So that will report tomorrow. Outdoor Recreation Master Plan. The final report will be completed by September 13th. Our consultant Doug Gerber will give a presentation. That will be the next select board meeting. And I will have copies of the report for all board members before then. So he should be getting that to me electronically. The BCA will be meeting tomorrow night at 6:30 to facilitate a checklist purge. The treasurer and myself will be meeting the regional manager of Casella to discuss the needs of the town and Casella's rates moving forward to start the process of trying to craft a new contract for the 24-25 fiscal year. Let's see. The Department of Natural Resources is holding a public meeting on September 14th at 6 p.m. at Town Hall in the lower level of the large meeting room for the LaRock Disposal Facility Certificate of Development Soils. I'm not sure if I give you information on that.
Yes.
I did, okay.
Yes.
Park and Ride. I received a grant email this morning on this program. The funds for the program are to create a new parking lot. However, we have everything in place and we meet all the qualifications to utilize the program or to become, part of the program and to participate. And I wasn't sure, what is the select board's thoughts on moving forward in participating in this program if we already have everything
What are
in
the
place?
pros and cons to it other than
It's-
have people parking?
It's up to 10 spaces. It would primarily probably be residents. I don't think that we have
They're gonna send buses down?
more than likely, I would think.
So they're gonna expand the existing routes?
That I don't know. I'm reaching out to get more information, but I
Okay.
wanted to hear your thoughts and should I pursue this? Should I move forward with getting more information? I didn't know if anyone
It
would.
helps employers get people.
It may help employees get to work too.
Yeah, we can add another amenity to what we already offer residents.
Yeah. Parking lots are already used like that for bikers anyways half the time.
Right, that was my thought, but I wasn't sure if anyone had taken a survey or looked at it in the past.
You know?
Because we're right on a state road,
Yeah.
a state highway.
Now, how would that work in the winter when Dave usually has everybody in their cars?
still need to maintain the parking lot, so it's something that he currently does, so I don't know if there'd be a shift that he would, plow it a little bit earlier. I don't know the details yet, but I just wanted to know what the interest was. So now I should look into it further. Okay, and budget season is almost here. I've composed 2 draft potential schedules just for conversation. One would be Wednesday nights, and the other one would be Tuesday nights, having, I think, 4 budgets per meeting after the main select board meeting, and then room for revisiting, and then finalization of budget. So if you have any ideas or thoughts on it.
I just think 9 in one night's a lot, even if some of them are really quick. The Wednesday meeting.
That's a Wednesday meeting, yeah. I think that's what we had last year.
Yeah.
We had 4 meetings, and it was, I think, 8 and 9, depending on which meeting it was, and we would revisit, and it was 4 meetings, and then finalizing the budget, so.
Yeah, like this one, like Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, not doing all the budgets in 2 nights, basically.
I'd see what everyone's thoughts are and schedule and if it works.
It would be nice during budgets, when departments come in or you're presenting their budgets, however it may work with what you're working with, if we get some materials before the night of the meeting so we know what we're looking at, as opposed to, I'm just looking for the same thing I had last year, except for salaries. That doesn't tell me anything. I really want to know what they're spending it on.
Yep, a breakdown, changes and explanations. Yeah, we can do that, just like we do for the select board meeting. Have everything ahead of
Just
time.
bullets, you know?
Yep, so that you guys can read it and.
Usually I provide a.
You do, yeah, it's not, no, there wasn't blanket. You do and the library does. We always get materials from the library too. But it's, I don't get a lot from the smaller departments, if you will. I just, if they're looking for an appropriation, they gotta explain what they want it for.
Sounds good.
Okay,
And that's all I have.
thank you.
Warrants? I'm sorry, minute approval.
I was gonna say, did we say which we prefer, or did you wanna nail that down here, or?
Yeah, I'd like to
Okay.
nail it down so that I can
Whatever the majority is,
give
fine
everyone
with
the
me. I
heads
don't
up.
mind either or.
Yeah,
Which way you like, Brandon?
Tuesdays, it sounded like there's a preference.
Well, fewer would be good, I think,
Yeah.
and just if you're here to just do it.
That was my thought,
Yeah.
if we're already here, as
Yeah.
opposed to, I don't know what everyone's schedule is like. I know sometimes it's difficult to make it to a meeting when you've got a lot going on, especially an extra meeting.
Someone want to make a motion?
What's that?
Someone want to make a motion?
Sure. I move that we do our budget meetings on Tuesdays, you were saying after our regular select board meeting? That's the proposed schedule.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, Michael? Aye. Brandon?
Aye.
hi.
Aye.
Okay.
I had questions written down for her stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
Is there cameras on the tanks? Where they're gonna be?
There isn't. I know that we're gonna have the
So we should either
bollards
look into
there.
a fence or a cameras, because there's a lot of copper on those tanks. The way the world's going,
That's
I
a
would
good
like to
point.
protect our investment.
Okay. Yeah, we can probably reposition if we need to, but I know that we have one. We might have to put a new camera in. I'm
That's-
thinking about where it is.
Like I said, it's a lot of money we're putting into the building, I'd like to protect it.
Yep.
Especially not have an emergency come and find out the tanks don't work or not there.
No, that's a good point. Thank you for that.
Real good observation.
That was my list.
Thank you.
Nice list. Okay, minute approval.
I move that we approve the regular select board meeting minutes of Tuesday, August 15th as written.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Brandon?
Aye.
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 Aye, motion carries. Now, warrant.
Okay. Let's see. I move that we approve payment of the following warrant. 5T accounts payable, $36,000.31. 33S payroll, $13,931.68. 34S payroll, $13,631.46. And 35S payroll, $14,184.14.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Brandon?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Vernon Community Market request to hold medieval entertainment on September 20th.
I thought that was great.
We have information in our packet. What is the pleasure?
My only question is, what's our insurance company think of something like that?
So,
I think it was the.
does
They
this
should
fall
have to
as
provide
a...
their own insurance.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, they probably...
Is there an email attached to that?
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hannah's.
Does it say that they have their own insurance?
Does not.
Just
Does
says
not.
they've done it before.
Okay,
I know they do it at the retreat
Yeah.
farm.
right.
So they've got to have
But they are
their
an
own.
event venue, which probably has insurance that covers events.
Yeah.
Right. And our insurance company strongly encourages us to make sure they have their own insurance.
Yeah, they should have it with the select board can determine the amount of coverage is necessary, but the town should be on that policy as a co-insured.
So make a motion to approve the event as long as they show the town proof of insurance.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Fireworks permit, Vermont truck and trailer. Do you have a copy?
From the fire chief, he said that Jesse says he will have Lieutenant Grover from Northfield bringing an engine with a crew of 4 and an officer. He also spoke with Zach Browns of Rescue Inc. He said they would be doing something. So chief signed the,
Is that gonna cost us anything? Having another department or officer or whatever?
cost us, it didn't. We didn't request it, Jesse did.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
It's personal.
So is our fire department gonna be there too?
No,
No.
our fire department's out of town that day, remember? There's already 2 towns covering the town that day.
That's this weekend.
Correct. So,
This is saying,
with my conversation with Chief, he was here.
CBS News, Wayne.
Linda, can you mute? Thank you. So he says I make a motion that as long as Jesse has representatives from Rescue Inc. and a engine with a crew of 4 with an officer, that he approves the permit, and the select board should as well.
Is that your motion?
Yes.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there further discussion? All those
Can I
in-
just-
Yes, sir.
Where are they setting these things off?
Newton Farm.
Right behind the lily pond, they did it last year
Oh,
there.
okay.
just wanna make sure we weren't scaring nobody's cows. They might not help.
No, only Newton's scaring their own cows.
And they'll be the ones chosen. All those in favor? Michael?
Aye.
Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
Motion carries. Town investments, M&T Bank and Cindy.
Okay, I provided you with some paperwork that I got from John at M&T Bank. Of course, these, once we decide what we want to do, I'll get more accurate, up to date if anything's changed. I thought their presentation was excellent
Mm.
and very informative, and I felt like I knew a lot more about what was gonna happen before I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I'm myself leaning toward slowly moving the money back to M&T Bank, because I think it's a safer place for the town's money to be. We've been losing money for the 3rd year, and it's affecting our funds. It is, you know, it is costing the taxpayers more money.
Mhm.
And the whole point of this is to help save money.
Right.
So that's my feeling on it. I don't know. And I'm supposed to get in touch with Mike after I meet with you to see if there's anything else you want from him or from John. But this is the preliminary information they have.
So which one are you recommending? For 1 month, 6 month, 12 month?
I was thinking, depending on what we started with, maybe starting off with like a 3 month, see how it goes. When it comes due, we can decide what to do. I can move, I have some money I can move now. I can start like with 100,000,
Yeah.
and then as bonds come due, we can make.
Roll 'em, yeah.
Roll 'em. If that's what you all would like to do, I can, start the process of getting more concrete numbers of when we can start this and what they would be. But, I just think it sounds safer to me.
Yeah, I think it's the best interest of the town to, if we don't look into something else. You have to at least try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, you know, if we're moving a little at a time and we decide, you know, this isn't working.
No, I think it's a great, responsible idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah,
Very
it's-
great.
We put everything into the safe haven, and then at that point,
You can
You know.
show them, look at.
yeah,
No, 'cause
and, you know, where you can start looking at different investment mechanisms, once you get everything get everything into a safe haven.
Right.
And at that point, you can start thinking about things, but right now, we just gotta stabilize.
Yes, we do. And I know there's a lot of residents that are concerned about this, and I would like to be able to tell them that when the new town meeting comes, yes, we lost money, but we're doing something. We've made a decision to do something. Because every town meeting, they ask me, well, what are you doing? And I'm like, you know.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
We'll do it in motion.
What she said?
That's a little vague.
Well, how much do you want to do the first time that you said you had something?
I think 100,000 to start, and then move things as we can.
Yeah.
But each time we would just, you know, I get the information from M&T from John or Mike, and I would bring it to you and present what they have to say, and we'd make a decision.
Yeah.
So 100,000 for 3 months, you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking to start.
I move that we let the treasurer invest 100,000 for 3 months with M&T Bank.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there further discussion? All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jim?
Aye.
I'm an aye. Cindy, thank you so much.
Yeah,
for doing this.
excellent stuff.
Thank you. I'd also like to remind everybody that taxes are due on September 14th, which is a week from Thursday.
Not doing it.
It's too late, you already did.
Yeah,
Yes, you
Not
did.
doing it.
she
So-
said she made me feel so much better today, let me know that came.
Yeah,
Tried bill pay on my bank.
yep.
One screen said it was mailed, another screen said there's an error. Like,
Oh.
which one's right?
Yeah, you should be, I sent a receipt, you should
Yeah.
be getting a receipt in the mail.
Yeah, Kathy emailed me today, let me know.
Good,
Thank you.
excellent. So just to let everybody out there know, and I'll put it on Facebook, and Tim will probably put it in his little report, and I'll have signs all over the place, so.
Very good. Thank you.
And maybe balloons even. If I'm feeling festive. Well, I think what happens is you see signs and they become just part of the
Landscape.
area, you
Yeah.
know, what you see. But if you put, like, a day before, I usually put balloons, and then people, it draws their eyes,
Yeah.
and they go, oh, wow, you know, so that's good.
I think it's a party.
That's what, never mind. No.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Thank you, you too.
Compensatory time policy? You're on.
Good night. Thank you.
Okay, so was pointed out to me that the positions that the compensatory time policy was meant to pay out are exempt positions, and this policy clarifies that it's for non-exempt positions, so
Yeah,
we need
I
to
think something like
clarify,
this.
or,
Yeah.
do you need to clarify, or?
Well, yeah, if
Make
I
a
could,
correction.
Madam Chair?
Go for it, Tom.
It seems that we should limit this to the departments wherein we have the issue, and not perhaps make it broad-based town-wide. The library is one, the recreation department is another. I'm not sure if there are others. I don't know, like the preschool, that's not with it, right? No, that's with
That's
it.
part of the rec.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you've nailed the ones,
Yeah.
just from reviewing timesheets.
Yeah, and perhaps we could word this to be tailored. We didn't think of that earlier on, and that's on, I'm sorry, I didn't think of that, but to bring it just for those who are employed by the Vernon Public Library and those that are employed by the Vernon Recreation Department. And just leave it at that, because it's those two departments that have that rush on. They can't get the time, you know, when most people would take the time.
So those are, but see then, the non-exempt employees do get paid their time?
Non-exempt employees should get paid any time over 40 hours.
If I'm saying the right ones.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Non-administrative.
Right, not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but they're also, see what happens if your position is only funded, say, for 20 hours,
Yeah,
you should only be submitting to get paid 20 hours a week.
right.
And beyond that, it's been going to comp time, except, like, my assistants do get paid the hours they work.
Right.
I'm the one that's gotta control that.
Yeah. No, that's it, right. It's up to the department leaders
But
to,
it's-
So I would just include,
So
like
it's-
you said, but only include the three title
It's
positions.
like the
not
department heads.
Yeah, the title positions.
right, yeah, right.
Are administrative,
Well-
department administrators,
Department chair or something like that.
Department heads.
department heads, yeah.
So
Well, I'm
the-
just thinking, cause Ian is also, and he's assistant, so.
He's assistant director.
Why we just put the positions in.
So it's still.
Yeah,
it's
so
still-
like-
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah,
What about
Okay.
Cindy? Or Tim, or Tim. I mean, tax time, Cindy's gonna be
yeah,
working like crazy.
right, but tax time's 3 times a year, or 4 times a year. I mean, that's part of the job.
Yeah,
I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
yeah, no.
They,
Elected positions, I feel they should stick to what it's supposed to
Yeah.
be, and they should, that's what they're elected for, that position.
That's right.
Yeah, and even though they don't do this. But if they wanted to blow off a Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock, they can do that without,
Exactly.
without any,
Right. I just wanted to
yeah.
get a seat.
cause their accumulation of comp time is minimal,
Mhm.
and that they can easily just
Flex for hours.
take it off,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. All right, so, move that we amend the policy to narrow the scope of those that are eligible for, remuneration to the library director, the assistant library director.
No, that'd
No,
be
okay.
non-existent.
Right. Okay, I just don't want to not have people,
Thank you.
yeah, it's okay. We'll work on that. The recreation director and the assistant recreation director.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Brenda?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
I think I need to recuse myself.
I will vote aye. Motion carries.
Yes,
Okay, we have an executive meeting
So
session.
we're gonna do that.
We're gonna do it, she's just not gonna get it written the way it was gonna be.
Okay.
So you go, sir, oh, you've got one over there.
Alrighty, so Madam Chair, I move we enter executive session as it relates to the appointment or employment or evaluation of a public officer or employee.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Michael,
Aye.
Brandon,
Aye.
John,
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
I was meet with the,
Town administrator.
with the town administrator. Okay, we're going into executive session. Remember, executive session on 6:56 to 7:12, no action was taken.
Yeah, Madam Chair, based on the positive annual review of the town administrator, I move that we increase her salary by 5% and request that she also do a wage survey of town administrators of towns of similar size, geographic area, and complexity.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
I'm an aye, motion carries. Tyler Hill Road.
I just think we need to tell the director to put an RFP up to have Tyler Hill Road painted.
Any discussion? Is there a motion? The lines on Tyler Hill Road.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a few roads in Vernon that don't, but that one I'm worried about.
Okay. This is some big corners.
I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
because
we
of
can
that.
have him look into seeing if we get a better deal if we do the whole town, but that road needs to be done.
Yeah, I think if we were looking at the whole town, Mr. Root, we'd want to do that in the next budget, but Tyler Hill just needs to be done, yeah.
Well, there's roads in Vernon that have been paved and don't have any lines as well.
Oh, they, new paving too? Yeah, then they all need to be paved, they all need to be striped, you're right.
So have you talked to Dave, like, is
A
there?
couple meetings ago, I asked him to look into it and we haven't heard back from him.
Okay, he's been a bit busy, but I would think that if he planned to do it, he would have them come in and do everything. I think they're done paving though now, probably?
Yeah, paving projects have been
Yeah.
paid.
All the projects.
Yeah, they strike the line,
Yeah, he said he was looking to see if there was leftover money from last year to be able to paint it. And
Oh.
I'm saying if there's not, we need to find money.
there
Yeah.
doesn't see any money.
The
Yeah.
liability lawsuit is gonna be way worse
Yeah.
when somebody
Yeah.
collides on that road.
And what
Yep.
about Pond Road, north end of Pond Road? He's not gonna repave that part? Where they put the new
Over.
culvert in?
Oh, they'll trench patch that.
Oh,
That whole area was some kind of shim coated last year and it's
Yeah.
kind of painted and kind of not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Newton Road has zero paint, but
Right.
I think Tyler Hill, just the
my worry is Tyler Hill.
S curves and the curves.
Yeah.
It's dark too, and you know, there's
It
some
is.
areas that, you know, you come down from, Munson's house, right from, you know, from the top of the bridge, if coming down that area, it's pretty dark going down through there.
Well, Shelley, you want to talk today?
Yep, I'll see him tomorrow.
Okay, tell him we appreciate all he's doing though.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
They are doing an amazing job. I watched them outside my window making
Especially this weather.
that form for the pads,
Yeah,
both of
no,
them.
they're good, they do good work.
Okay, our next meeting is on the 19th. And with nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second? All those in favor? Michael?
Aye.
Brenda?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean? Aye. We are adjourned at 7:15.